Let's meet the starters for tonight's boys contest. First, our visiting team. Number 2, a 5'10" senior, AJ Wagner. Number 3, a 6' senior, Nathan Moore. Number 4, a 5'11" senior, Zach Waters. Number 10, a 5'10" senior, Landon Sullivan. And number 33, a 6'1" junior, Cale Jensen. Assistant coaches for the Wolverines are Chad Meester, Andy Schmitz, Dan Schmitz, and the head coach of the Wolverines is Greg Moore. And now, the starting lineup for your Falcons. Number 2, a 6' freshman, Gavin Thomas. Number 3, a 5'11" sophomore, Garrett Hempen. Number 4, a 6'6" senior, Joshua Hahn. Number 10, a 6'4" senior, Owen Thomas. And number 54, a 6'7" junior, Christian Hogstead. The assistant coaches for the Falcons are Connor Neuroth, Gary Flanagan, Garrett Meyer, Keaton Hempen, and Jason Berkey. The head coach of the Falcons is Aaron Thomas.
Outlined in red. And for the Wolverines, it's the road all blues, trimmed out in white and black, and white numerals outlined in black. Set to do battle here. Starting lineups again quickly for the Falcons. Gavin and Owen Thomas, Garrett Hempen, Josh Hahn, and Christian Hogstad. And for the Wolverines, AJ Wagner, Nathan Moore, Zach Waters, Landon Sullivan, and Cale Jensen. Wagner and Hahn set to jump it up here. Hahn controls the tip, but it's taken away by Jensen to start it off for the Wolverines. Appreciate everybody being with us on 98.9 and those watching on the video stream here at Applington Parkersburg. Nathan Moore to Waters out front. Wolverines again begin with the basketball, working from left to right across your screen or radio device. 7:40 to go in this first quarter, first possession of the game. Landon Sullivan from the left corner looking for somebody to get some movement there, and now it's out to Waters and Wegener. Falcon faithful already on their feet here. Wegener pulls up long two, is not going to go in. Fight for the rebound, and Nathan Moore lays out for it, and it's going to be last off of the Wolverines as AP stands tall defensively in the first possession and will take over. Owen Thomas into Garrett Hempen. Hempen walks it across the timeline here, passes it out right, and now throws a little chip screen here with Gavin Thomas. Hempen now to the top of the key. It's Josh Hahn. Dives in just a bit. Kick out for Gavin Thomas. Three is pure. Big way to start it for the freshman Gavin Thomas, and the Falcons lead at 3-0. Falcons back in the rankings for the first time in quite some time after falling to DNH earlier in the year and falling to Denver midway not too far after as Sullivan drives in. He's going to be fouled from behind by Josh Hahn. I'll tell you what, one guy that's really caught my eye in a couple games doing the Dyke New Hartford Wolverines this year is Landon Sullivan plays immeasurably above his size. Drives in and takes on Hahn and buries the first bucket here after missing the shot. 3-1 the new score. Sullivan has the first points for DNH. Sullivan a couple bounces, sends it on its way and misses the second. Rebound for Owen Thomas. Falcons will look to get out and run. Here comes Hempen from the right side, driving right in towards the cup. Floats in the air and gets it to go off the glass. Good shot there for Garrett Hempen. It's 5-1 AP. Wegener with a frantic pace the other way for the Wolverines. Nathan Moore, foot fake, baseline drive, trying to get around Owen Thomas. Thomas pokes it free out of play. 5-1 is your score early. Falcons out in front. Big three ball early from Gavin Thomas, and it was Garrett Hempen with a floater from about 4 feet moments ago to elevate the lead out to 4. Wolverines will get it in. It's Jensen. Left low block out to Wegener. Wegener with no help to his right for a moment. Now he's got Moore over there. Gets it to his left to a cutting Sullivan. Pulls up from 8 feet, and it's pure there. Landon Sullivan. Good float jump shot there as well. 5-3 the new score. Hempen to the left corner. It's Gavin Thomas. Thomas pressured by Wegener out front. Reverses course. Works back to his left side. Terminates the dribble into Christian Hogstad. Hogstad to the corner. Garrett Hempen for 3 from the left side. Good. Falcons open up hot from outside. Hempen's got 5. And AP leads at 8-3 with 6 minutes to go in the first. AJ Wegener into a cutting Nathan Moore. Now out to Jensen at the right corner. Jensen coming in a little bit on Hogstad. Tried to get it into a cutting Waters. Got it back on a loose ball. Wegener Cutting in, working on Hahn and resetting back out front. New call from head coach Greg Moore. 5:50 to go in the first. It's the Falcons 8 and the Wolverines 3. Wegener, right side of the offense, going in ISO on Hahn, weaves through the defense. Hahn blocks him from behind, out of bounds. Clean block there for Josh Hahn. Big play for the senior big. 8-3 is the score. Wolverines still in possession after the block from Hahn, averaging over 1 block per game this year as a senior. Basketball floated out front to A.J. Wegener. 5:35 to go in the first. It's the Falcons 8 and the Wolverines 3. Nathan Moore gets it into Waters. Waters back out to Moore. Moore over to Wegener, and now top of the key it's Jensen. Swing it over to Waters. Moore in the right corner. Moore back to Sullivan. No penetration here. Sullivan drives in. They're going to get a foul going against Owen Thomas as Thomas impeded the progress inside of Sullivan. Owen Thomas picks up his first. Big night last night for Owen. Really filled up the stat sheet. 14 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists, and 4 steals in the win over Sumner Fred. 8-3 the score. Wolverines still on offense. Have been on offense for an eternity. Turnaround 3 on the way for Moore. No good. Hit just about every inch of the rim and fell off into the hands of Thomas. Here come the Falcons who will run. 5 minutes to go in quarter number 3. Owen over to Garrett Hempen. Hempen cuts in the vacated lane before getting it back out to Gavin Thomas. Gavin Thomas well beyond the three-point arc. Into the left corner, it's Garrett Hempen. Hempen back to Thomas between the circles. Now over to Owen Thomas, right side. Owen Thomas at the right wing, working on by Moore into Hogstad. Pulls up from 10 feet, sinks it in. Christian Hogstad has been fantastic. He's got a pair of points, and the Falcon lead is 7. 10-3 early. Sullivan plays catch with Waters. Now out to Jensen. Brewer Eichenberg about to check in for the Wolverines. Now it's Sullivan, a baseline drive, looking to get by Gavin Thomas and gets it to go with a fadeaway. Smooth move for Sullivan. He has all the Wolverine points. He's got 5. The lead is 10-5. Owen Thomas holds it at the left wing for AP. Now looking for some help, gets it to Christian Hogstad. Hogstad bounces it into Hahn. Left low block, turns around through the paint, shovels it up and in. Josh Hahn has his first points, and the Falcons scoring at will here. 12-5 the score early. 7-point lead for AP on their home floor. Sullivan from the left wing, taking Gavin Thomas off the dribble, lays it up, almost got it to go beyond an outstretched block from Hahn, but falls off the right side, no good. Falcons boarded. Here comes Owen Thomas in transition. 3:50 to go. Thomas drives in. Kick out pass now to Garrett Hempen out front. Hempen to Gavin Thomas, back to Owen in the right corner. Owen terminates the dribble now to Josh Hahn. Hahn has some room to go in if he wants to. He takes it in just a bit, looking for somebody to kick it out to. Gets it to Garrett Hempen. Hempen driving in right near the foul line. Right side over to Gavin Thomas. Thomas back to Hempen. Hempen tees up a 3 from the right wing. It's no good, but a rebound is going to be lost out of bounds. Last off Zach Waters. Waters was working inside, and that's really where this size advantage comes into play. Waters a little frantic after that basketball and had it just punched out of his hand. Last person to touch it was Waters. 12-5 is the score. Quick entry feed right into the hands of a leaping Josh Hahn, who puts it up and in. 4 points for Hahn. The Falcons lead at 14-5. Waters and Sullivan play catch out front. See Jaden Mackey on the floor for the first time here tonight. Mackey, big game in the return last night. Nathan Moore from the left corner. Now over to Waters. Waters takes Hempen in off the dribble, and they're going to get Garrett Hempen for a simple push foul here. His first and the team's third. – 14-5, Falcons lead it early over DNH. 3:04 to go in the first. A.J. Wegener gets the entry feed from Moore. Falcons doing a great job. Nobody in the paint at all. Not a whole lot of challenge on the interior side as Waters tees up a 3 and makes a 3. Just what the Wolverines need. Didn't see that one coming with the way things have been going for the Wolverines so far, but that could turn the tide here for that DNH offense. 14-8 is the new score. Falcons back on offense. It's Owen Thomas over to Mackey right side. Back to Thomas, top of the key. Into Josh Hahn at the foul line, extended to the right. Drives in on the defense. Turns his back to the basket. Kick out for Owen. 3 from way downtown is good. Owen Thomas opens his scoring with a big 3 there. 17-8 to answer right back. Wegener driving into the paint. Hands it off to Sullivan. A lot of contact. Puts it up anyway, and the foul. What a play for Landon Sullivan. Missed the initial shot. Got back the rebound despite giving up several inches to every defender nearby. Grabs it out. Puts it up and in. Landon Sullivan with 7. And the Wolverines cut the lead down to 7, and still some work to do here at the foul line, looking for the and one opportunity for Landon Sullivan. 17-10, Sullivan looking for his 8th point in the game, puts it up and in. So 17-11, the new score. 2:15 to go in this first quarter. Good game as you'd expect between these two. Owen Thomas from the left wing out to Gavin Thomas at the top of the key, directing Mackey over to the right side. Nowhere to go with the basketball for a moment. Now Owen Thomas working on taking Waters to the basket. Turns around at the left low block out to Josh Hahn. Owen Thomas left corner 3 on the way. It's good. What a start for Owen Thomas from downtown. He's got 6. Falcons lead at 20-11. Waters to Wegener out front. Now it's Jensen, to Landon Sullivan. Nathan Moore will come back in the game here in just a moment. Sullivan to Wegener. Wegener driving in on Owen Thomas, looking for some help, trying to shovel it into Sullivan. It's loose on the floor. Sullivan wrestles it away and puts it up and in. Another great play for Landon Sullivan. 20-13, the new score. 10 points so far for Sullivan. 20-13. Owen Thomas out to Jaden Mackey at the right wing. Mackey looks to his right, drives in. He's going to be fouled. Landon Sullivan will pick up his first. Minute 18 to go in the first quarter. It's been a fun one. Wolverines looking to scratch and claw their way back in. Falcons looking to pad this lead as moments ago Mackey was fouled by Sullivan. Sullivan's first. Mackey right off the inbound pass. Tees up a 3 from the right corner. It's no good. Rebound there for Cale Jensen. Ahead quickly to Wegener. Wegener, scoop shot over to Nathan Moore. Fadeaway hook shot is there. That is a good-looking bucket for Nathan Moore. 20-15, the new score. Wolverines back within 5. Final minute of the first quarter. Mackey holds it out front, rings it into the front court, working on A.J. Wegener, and they're going to get Wegener for a reach-in foul. Wolverines a little over-aggressive here. Wegener picks up his first, just the team's second of the game so far. But DNH looking to get back into the contest, could use a turnover or two. 20-15 the score. AP out in front by 5. Cooper Hoff looking for some help, gets it into Josh Hahn in the backcourt. 50 seconds to go first quarter. Hahn to Thomas, now to Mackey. 5 on the floor for the Wolverines. Hoff, Gavin and Owen Thomas, Mackey, and Josh Hahn. Mackey works to his right, driving straight in. Floater is not going to go in, and a good rebound there for Brewer Eichenberg. Much too strong there. Hard bounce pass from Wegener into Moore. Kick out for Waters in the left corner. Waters reverses course, now to Eichenberg. To Wegener underneath. Bodies up the defender, puts the shot up and in. What's the call? It'll be a charge. Wegener leaned his shoulder in on the defender, and they get the offensive foul. Took a little while to get the call, but they rule it an offensive foul, and that's 2 quick ones on Wegener as he will head to the bench. 25 seconds to go. It's the Falcons 20 and the Wolverines 15. 25.7 seconds remain, and the Falcons begin to run this clock and bring the ball up in no hurry. A lot of strategy plays in here. Take the last shot, very important in such a big game. 5-point lead. Mackey top of the key, over to Owen Thomas at the left wing. Owen Thomas gets the basketball back from Jaden Mackey. Now Thomas, a fadeaway 3 on the way with 3 on the timer is no good, and this one goes out of bounds. 0.3 seconds, and that'll lead off the last bit of the clock for the first quarter. Tough possession there at the end for AP. Lead stays at 5. 20-15 is the score. AP out in front by 5. We take a 1-minute break. Back with the second quarter after these messages on 98.9 KQCR. Okay. You want to fade stop it real quick for me? Thanks. Half a second added back on the clock. We welcome you back to Parkersburg. Get to that break in a moment. Heave from Nathan Moore is no good. Didn't want to miss it if it went in. That'll send us to the second quarter. 20-15 is your score. AP leads it by 5 after 1, as we'll be back in 60 seconds with the second quarter after these messages. Right back to the action here from Parkersburg. Jeff Ramin welcoming you back on 98.9 KQCR. And for those of you watching on the stream, Wolverines get an early turnover. Ahead to Wegener from the hands of Moore. AJ in transition, and the left-hand layup is there. His first points, and the lead is cut down to 3. 20-17 Falcons. Garrett Hempen holds the basketball out front for head coach Aaron Thomas and the Falcons. Gets it over to Owen Thomas. Thomas directing some traffic. Fakes a pass to his younger brother. Now hands it off to Garrett Hempen. Hempen working to his left, hand off to Gavin Thomas, and now Owen Thomas out front. Owen works to his right, tries to float it in for Hogstad, wasn't ready for it, tipped out of bounds a couple times, and now saved by Hogstad to the Wolverines. Here comes Wegener challenging the defense, float shot blocked viciously out of bounds by Hahn. Basketball will stay with DNH, but got to go and be aggressive there if you're Wegener. Don't hate the shot, but Josh Hahn with his second big block of the night. 20-17, Falcons lead by 3. Nathan Moore will inbound the basketball, calling for some movement from his offense. We'll just float it over to A.J. Wegener out front. Wegener between the circles, working on Josh Hahn. 7 minutes to go till the half. Wegener still surveying this Falcon defense, seeing how the movement goes around, directing some traffic, working to his right now. Now works back to his left. Wegener from the left wing. Has some room to shoot if he were to take a 3. Now over to Zach Waters, top of the key. Now over to Eichenberg, right side. Back to Waters. Waters over to Wegener. He's wide open for 3. Drives baseline instead. May have lost the basketball. Bounce pass into Sullivan on the cut. Gets it to go, and the foul. Landon Sullivan is a man possessed tonight. My goodness. 12 points for him and his third and 1 opportunity in just a minute and a quarter. 20-19 is the score, and Sullivan an opportunity to tie the game. Second foul of the game against Christian Hogstad. Attempt to tie it here for Sullivan. It's off the mark, no good. Falcons hold a 1-point advantage, 20-19. AP led it 17-11 and 20-15. So it's a 4-0 run for the Wolverines. Hempen into Owen Thomas, out to Gavin Thomas. Now back out to Hempen, top of the key. Knifes in through the defense. Float shot does not go. Scramble for the board. Hempen grabs it, but still to the floor for it. They're going to get a foul going against Nathan Moore. Nathan Moore is going to be called for the foul on the play. Kind of a scramble for the ball, but Moore did not have a good look at a jump ball, which is what the Wolverine faithful were looking there. 20-19 the score. Falcons still in possession. Floating it out to Mackey, who holds it out front. Now to Owen Thomas at the left wing. Thomas cross-courts it over to Gavin. Gavin Thomas a ball fake. Now to Mackey in the corner. Mackey works around, bounces it out to Gavin Thomas, into Owen in the paint. Owen looking for some help, back out to Gavin. Long 3 is on the way, it's good. Falcons laying them in from downtown. Gavin Thomas has 6. Owen Thomas has 6. All of those points coming from downtown so far. Nathan Moore taking Mackey off the dribble, right at the foul line, and he'll walk with the basketball. Double dribble, actually, the call there is Moore a little frustrated on that one. And a turnover, 4-point lead now for the Falcons. 23-19. As you know, in these rivalry games, it's always the long game. Just stay alive until the fourth quarter. And that's when things really, really count down the stretch of these ball games. 23-19, Falcons lead it. Garrett Hempen holds it right over that Falcon midcourt logo. Gets it to Jaden Mackey at the left wing. Mackey directing some traffic out to Owen Thomas, who cuts out. And out in front, worked on by Brewer Eichenberg. And this one's poked free from Mackey. Good steal there for Nathan Moore as Eichenberg scoops it up off the floor. Back to Moore, over to Wegener. Wegener shovels it out to Moore. Moore tees up a mid-range jumper. It's good. Nathan Moore with 4 points, coming off a career-high 20 in the win in their last game over South Hardin. 23-21, 2-point ball game. Owen Thomas hands it off to Gavin out front. Gavin works to his left, guarded by Landon Sullivan. Picks up a screen from Owen, works to his right. Now into the corner is Jaden Mackey. Mackey tangled up for a moment with Nathan Moore before getting it back out to Gavin. Gavin Thomas kind of retreats it out front between the circles. Brewer Eichenberg, one of the 2 bigs here in this Wolverine lineup, out front guarding him. Into Josh Hahn. Hahn now out to Gavin Thomas. Another 3 for the freshman. This one's no good. Rebound fought for, and Mackey's fouled on the way in. No choice there for Nathan Moore, but Jaden Mackey was absolutely on his way to make a play on the basketball. Nathan Moore, a good foul there, but unfortunately his second. Team foul number 5 for DNH. AP also has 5. Elijah Switzer into the game for the first time for AP now. Gavin Thomas looking for some movement here. This could be close. Floats it out front to Hempen. 4.5 to play until halftime. Gavin Thomas in the right corner. Out to Owen. 3 is on the way. It is good. Owen Thomas having himself a night from downtown. 3 balls. He's got 9. Falcons lead is out to 5. 26-21. Wolverines in the corner. It's Cale Jensen. He has to take a shot as the big man. Out to Zach Waters. Waters working in on Switzer. Kick out to Jensen. Jensen double clutched on it. Now into the paint. Working in on Hahn. Back out to Waters. Now to Sullivan. Sullivan at the top of the key. Picking up a screen from Waters. Works to his right. Pulls up from 16. No good. Rebound popped in the air. Sullivan skies for it. Gets it back. Puts it up and in. My goodness, what a move for Landon Sullivan again. 14 points. And gets it in. 26-23. 3:45 to play in the first half. Wolverines rebounding out of an early deficit. Hahn out to Hempen. Another 3 ball for the Falcons. This is no good. Dives on the side of the rim. Falls off into the hands of Jensen. Here comes DNH. It's Zach Waters. Picking up a screen there from Jensen. Now back out front to Jensen. Swing pass to A.J. Wegener left side. Wegener to Waters. Waters taking Switzer off the dribble. Layup there. Off the glass for Zach Waters. Wolverines working in. Falcons relying on the outside shooting. Switzer to Gavin Thomas in the left corner. We have a 1-point game, 26-25. Owen Thomas rifles a pass into Hahn. Hahn out to Hempen. Hempen driving in at the foul line. Now it's to Hahn. Left low block. Turning in on Jensen. Turning around and weaving before he gets it back out to Hempen. 3 ball for Owen Thomas is no good. And the rebound for DNH, 26-25. 4-0 run for the Wolverines. See if they can build on it here. Eichenberg almost lost it under the basket. Bounces it back into Sullivan. Sullivan out of control on his way in, but a foul. Sullivan has played through a tremendous amount of contact there and will pick up the foul. It'll be the first on Gavin Thomas of the evening. 26-25, and again, Sullivan had a shot to tie it up earlier, did not make it. He'll have 2 shots here with an opportunity to take the lead, and he has tied it up now at 26 apiece. So Landon Sullivan with 15 first half points. We've got 2:51 to go until the halftime break, and we're tied at 26. Sullivan's second shot is up and off the mark, no good. So the Wolverines have still not led in the ballgame. We are tied at 26. Owen Thomas calling for a screen out front, does not pick it up. Now gets it to Garrett Hempen. Hempen back to Owen Thomas. Now to Hahn, who holds it between the circles. Rarity out there for the big man. 2.5 to play till the half. Right low block. Owen Thomas turning around, trying to get it over Sullivan. Does not. And the rebound snagged out of the air by Waters. Ahead come the Wolverines and A.J. Wegener. Wegener into a cutting Jensen. Jensen under the basket, bodying up a couple defenders and got it to go over both Hahn and Thomas. Heck of a time for your first points, and the Wolverines have their first lead, 28-26. 2:14 to go till the half. Gavin Thomas, kick out for Switzer, 3 on the way. This is no good. Hahn fighting for the rebound. He'll be called for the foul as he reached over the back of Jensen. Hahn with the foul. That'll be his the second. No real foul trouble for the Falcons other than the story of both of their bigs with 2. So the Falcons working to get out of that mess here as Hogstad comes in for Hahn. 2:08 to go in this first half. It's the Wolverines 28 and the Falcons 26. And it is going to lead to a 1-and-1 here for Cale Jensen. So Jensen muscled up his first basket moments ago, waited for Owen Thomas to sky, and Hahn came right behind him, and Jensen somehow got it to go. Made it first. That one rattled around again. Looked like it may fall off, but got it to go. Jensen with 3 makes the front end of the 1-and-1. Brewer Eichenberg set to come in here in just a moment for the Wolverines. 2:08 to go to the half as Jensen puts it up, and this one is off the mark, no good. Hogstad boards it for the Falcons, 29-26. Jacob Stockdale set to come in a moment as well. Here comes Gavin Thomas. 2 minutes to go till the half. Wolverines with their recent first lead of the game. Jaden Mackey, defended by Sullivan. Now to Gavin Thomas, little switcheroo. Thomas drives in on the defense, looks to make his way in. Kick out to Mackey. Mackey to Hempen, top of the key. Hempen bounces it into Hogstad, turns around and muscles it in. He's got 4, and the Falcons are back within 1, 29-28. Wolverines lead it by 1. Wegener, little shimmy shake in on Mackey. Drives in, kick out pass. Now over to Jensen. Baseline jumper is no good. Rebound for Christian Hogstad. Here come the Falcons on the run out. Minute 20 till the half. Gavin Thomas makes his way in. Puts it up off the glass. No good. Offensive board for Hogstad. Also no good. Another offensive board. He puts it in. 6 points for Christian Hogstad. The Falcons are back out in front. 30-29. Wolverines have it out front. Just north of 60 seconds left until the halftime break. Wegener slows it down for DNH. Nathan Graves also in the game. Wegener a fadeaway from the baseline. That's a good-looking shot for A.J. Wegener. He's got 4. And DNH back out in front, 31-30. Hempen in the front court. Falcons looking for a 2-possession end of the half. Hempen gets it to go with a left-hand scoop shot. 7 points for Garrett Hempen, second on the team for the Falcons. Here come the Wolverines looking to do the same here. Potentially 2 shots to end the half. Wegener, top of the key, and he will slow it back down. 30 seconds to go in this first half. It's 32-31 Falcons. 22 on the timer. Wegener in absolutely no hurry. 15 on the timer. Fans getting loud here in Parkersburg. Wegener works to his left. 10 on the timer. DNH trails it by 1. Wegener driving in on the defense. 4 on the timer, has it poked free by Hoff and taken away, and a foul delivered. Going against the Wolverines. Cooper Hoff, the freshman, takes it away, and they get the foul going against Landon Sullivan. That is a tough one to swallow. 2 seconds to go in the half. 32-31, and 2 seconds to work with for the Falcons. Not a shooting foul, and just the 6th team foul. So DNH fortunate in that respect. 32-31, 2 seconds on the timer. Here come the Falcons. It'll be Garrett Hempen to inbound the basketball. More than likely going to try to screen any of these shooters open. It's Switzer, Hogstad, Switzer, or either Thomas. Into Gavin Thomas. 1 on the timer. Got to heave it up. He does not get it off in time. It's whistled dead. 32-31 is your halftime score. DNH shows some fight in the second quarter, and we have a 1-point game heading to the second half. What a good one. 32-31 at the halftime break. AP leads DNH. Back after these messages, we'll chat with head coach Bruce Stahl in just a moment on 98.9 KQCR.
Tonight I'm going to announce the winners for the cake raffles. First up, Corinne Bellows, Austin Peters, Joe Thomas, Susie Berkey, and Jade Morris. Please come pick up your cakes in the office. Thank you.
At this time, we will have a performance by the AP Varsity Dance. All right, let's hear it one more time for AP Varsity Dance.
2018. So nearing almost 3 years since the Falcons' last win. The AP Falcons looking to change that here tonight. They lead in the first half by as many as 7, led by 6 a couple times as well. But the Wolverines, a furious second quarter in which they outscore the Falcons 16-12. Just about getting back to the floor here. Both teams with extended times in their huddles out of the halftime break. 5 coming out for AP. Hahn, Hogstad, Owen Thomas, Gavin Thomas, and Garrett Hempen. And for the Wolverines, it'll be Wegener, Moore, Waters, Jensen, and Sullivan. Sullivan leading the way on both sides. 15 total points in the first half for Landon Sullivan. 32-31, Wolverines trail it by 1. Begin with the basketball working from right to left across your radio dial or on your viewing screen. Sullivan right away, and there's an offensive foul called going against the Wolverines. Just simply a illegal pick there against they call it against Jensen. Excuse me. They had Sullivan up on the board from the first half. Jensen picks up his first foul. A moving pick there. 32-31. Early turnover for the Wolverines. Not going to help the comeback effort here, but the Wolverines did lead for a brief fleeting moment in that first half as well. 32-31. Owen Thomas into Christian Hogstad. Turns around from 5 feet. Leaves it off the inside of the cylinder. Halfway down and out. Sullivan in transition. Moore to Wegener. Now to Sullivan out front. Sullivan to Jensen to Moore in the left corner. Baseline drive in on Thomas. Good defense there for Owen. Now it's Wegener to Sullivan. Right of center into Waters. Kick out to Sullivan again. Now out to Nathan Moore. He's got some room for 3. Lets it fly. This one left short off the front of the rim, and Hogstad skies for the board. Here come the Falcons on the run out from left to right. Garrett Hempen drives in just a bit. Gets it out to Gavin Thomas. Thomas at the top of the key. Slowing it down just a bit from the pace of the first half so far. 1 minute gone by in the third, and we're scoreless. Garrett Hempen in the right corner. Challenging the defense. Now to Hogstad. Over to Owen Thomas. Made 3 threes in the first half. Here comes the fourth. It's no good. Scramble for the rebound. And they do get a foul going against Owen Thomas. Or is that just out of bounds? There is no foul called. And Thomas did take the legs out of the rebounder, Landon Sullivan, there. But it's just simply out of bounds is the ruling there. As the DNH faithful not too keen on that one. Out front, it's Sullivan for the DNH Wolverines, trailing it by 1, 32-31. Now it's Waters. Over to Nathan Moore. Moore to Wegener out front. Wegener to Jensen right side. Now to Waters top of the key. Waters pivots just a bit. Now to Wegener in the left corner. Waters at the left wing. Sullivan out front between the circles, guarded by the freshman Gavin Thomas. Senior on freshman right now. Landon Sullivan with 15 first half points. Sullivan works to his right, picks up a screen from Jensen, drives in, kick out to Wegener, and the Wolverines slow it back down. Wegener going off the dribble a little bit in on Hahn. Now it's Jensen out front to Sullivan. Tees up a 3 from the right side. This one's no good, and cold start for the Wolverines. Rebounding again is Hogstad. Garrett Hempen driving in, mid-range jumper let fly. It's not going to go in. Rebound all over the place. Wolverines get it back. Couple Wolverines on the floor. Sullivan is down. And the Wolverines miss the initial shot, get the rebound, and they're fouled. Sullivan was on the floor for an extended period of time, grabbing his left knee and now stretching, but appears to be okay. Foul was delivered there by Garrett Hempen, his second. Jensen will shoot 2, has 3 points in the first half, 1 of 2 from the foul line, now 1 of 3 as he misses the first. Free throws will be a big talking point in this one. Wolverines, a much better free throw shooting team, 72.5% relative to 67 for the Falcons, but Jensen misses the second as well. 1 for 4 start from the line for the junior big for the Wolverines. Set to come in a moment is Brewer Eichenberg. Gavin Thomas, swing pass to Owen out front. 5.5 to go in the third. Still scoreless here so far between these two teams after a frantic first half. Hahn to Hempen. Throws a screen for Hempen. Now to Owen Thomas. Baseline drive. Kisses it off the glass. Too strong. Follow for Hahn. Doesn't go either. Rebound again. Up for grabs. And Owen Thomas gets it back. Dribbles it out beyond 3-point range. Now to Gavin. Top of the key 3. Good. Gavin Thomas and Owen Thomas both with 3 threes apiece. And the Wolverines throw it away on offense. Tough start to the second half for DNH. Couple turnovers. Couple missed free throws. And no baskets yet. 35-31. AP on top. Falcons Receiving some pressure in the backcourt here. It kind of fades off as Thomas brings it across the timeline. Thomas works to his right, hands it off to Gavin. 4:55 to go in the third. Gavin back to Owen right side. Owen looking in for Hogstad, bounces it in. Hogstad bodies up Wegener and goes to the cup. 8 points for Christian Hogstad, and the lead is now 6, 37-31. Wolverines need a bucket in a bad way. We have a timeout on the floor, and it is a 30-second timeout for head coach Greg Moore. 37-31, 4:40 to go in this third quarter, and a stoppage for head coach Greg Moore. 37-31 your score. Falcons begin this second half on a 5-0 run, and DNH will have possession out of this timeout. Leading scorers for both sides, Owen Thomas and Gavin Thomas with 9. Christian Hogstad with 8 for the Falcons. 7 points for Garrett Hempen and 4 for Josh Hahn. For the Wolverines, total scoring, Sullivan with 15, 5 for Waters, 4 apiece for Moore and Wegener, and 3 for Cale Jensen. Waters will inbound the basketball from the far sideline in front of his DNH faithful. Gets it into Wegener. Wegener trots over that back tail of the Falcon logo. Wegener, baseline drive from the right, running out of real estate, will be impeded there. They're going to get a double dribble. The call going against A.J. Wegener. And Wegener will double dribble the basketball on the baseline. Didn't like the call as there was some contact there with Josh Hahn. 4:25 to go in this third quarter. And Josh Hahn holds it out front. Now over to Owen Thomas. Thomas at the right wing. Now over to Garrett Hempen. Hempen off the dribble, working in on Moore, and Nathan Moore picks up his third. And things really not going the way of DNH to start this second half. Moore picks up his third, and we could see him to the bench here shortly. Jensen comes in relief of Zach Waters. So both Jensen and Eichenberg in the game right now for DNH. One of the bigger lineups we'll see tonight for the Wolverines. Owen Thomas off the inbound pass. Looking for some help, gives it to Gavin between the circles. Owen throws a little shoulder screen into Moore before Gavin works it to his right. Gavin trying to hook up with Hogstad. Hogstad gets it at the right elbow. Bodies into Jensen. It's just taken away by Cale Jensen. Good turnover there for the junior. Jensen hands it to Wegener. Wolverines need a basket. Can they get it here? Sullivan, foot fake from the foul line. Gives it off to Moore right side. Now Jensen fakes a three. Drives in towards the foul line. Now out to Nathan Moore in the left corner. Moore, step back, mid-range jumper. No good. Off the front of the rim. Scramble for the board is secured by the Falcons. Josh Hahn gets up and snags it out of the air. Now it's Gavin Thomas out to Owen Thomas. Driving baseline. Putting an elbow into Moore as he kicks it in. Hempen for three. Good. Garrett Hempen with a big-time basket. He's into double figures, and the lead is 9. 40-31. In transition, a three on the way for Sullivan does not go, and the Wolverines in some trouble here. Trailing it by 9, 3 minutes to go in the third. Hempen, left wing, drives in, kicks out to Gavin Thomas. Zach Waters set to come in a moment for DNH. Floating into Hogstad, now to Hahn, left underneath the basket. Hahn turning around, lost the ball, taken away by Wegener. Wegener racing down the sideline, gets by Owen Thomas, driving in on the defense, scoops it out to Eichenberg, stops and pops, left it much too short, but an offensive board for DNH. And the Wolverines need to hang on to the ball and, more importantly, make a basket here. Still scoreless in the second half as DNH trailing by 9. Nathan Moore weaves in, he gets it into Eichenberg, puts it up and in, and the foul. Eichenberg picks up the third foul on Christian Hogstad. That's a big one, and big points for Brewer Eichenberg, the junior. Eichenberg will shoot to try to get it into a three-point play, and the Wolverines finally have their first points of the second half. We've got a full timeout on the floor for the AP Falcons. 40-33 is your score. We're back in 60 seconds on 98.9 KQCR. Important free throw here out of the timeout for Brewer Eichenberg, and he puts it in. 3-point play complete there for the junior. Wolverines have their first 3 points of the second half, 40-34. That ends an 8-0 run out of the break for the Falcons. Garrett Hempen in the offensive set, now to Owen Thomas. Falcons really pushing the tempo. Scoop pass out to Gavin Thomas, now to Hahn at the left low block. Hahn assesses the defense, retreats beyond the three-point arc. Now Gavin Thomas, corner three is good. Gavin Thomas having himself a night. He has 4 3-pointers and 12 points for the Falcons. 43-34. It is a 9-point lead for the Falcons. Wegener puts it up, and this one falls through. Count the basket for A.J. Wegener and the foul. Right-hand layup is home, and the Wolverines with back-to-back opportunities for 3-point plays. Wegener has 6 and will head to the line looking to earn his 7th point of the night. Garrett Hempen out, Elijah Switzer in. 43-36, and just when you thought DNH might be getting buried here after another big three, this could be cut back down to 6. Wegener lets it fly, it's good. And that is a fact, down to 6-point lead, 43-37. Gavin Thomas into the front court from AP. Falcons working from left to right across your radio dial in the second half. Give and go here with Switzer. Now over to Jaden Mackey. Mackey, very quiet night so far, into Owen Thomas. Turns around, throws it out beyond the perimeter. Gavin Thomas thought about a three, drives in the vacated lane from Owen. Owen back beyond the three-point arc now, working to his right, taking it off the dribble. Now out to Gavin, over to Jaden Mackey. Mackey tees up a three from the left wing. It's no good. Rebound for Josh Hahn, and he gets it back for the Falcons. Another three on the way for Gavin Thomas, also no good. Popped up high in the air. Falcons get another offensive board. It's Mackey. 6-point lead for the Falcons. Mackey drives in, swing pass out to Switzer. Three on the way, no good. Rebound plucked out of the air again for AP. Owen Thomas, how about this? Minute 15 to go. Turnaround jumper for Gavin is there. What a possession for the Falcons. 14 points for Gavin Thomas. And we have a whistle there. Don't know if it was necessarily a warning either way, but nothing up on the scoreboard. We resume play with just north of a minute left in the third quarter. 45-37. Falcons with at least 3 offensive rebounds in a row and finally earn a 2-point bucket there. 45-37. It's an 8-point advantage. Wegener to his right, over to Waters. Waters drives into Eichenberg, ripped away by Thomas. Owen Thomas in transition, 50 on the timer. Owen from the left wing, driving in on the defense, going straight to the cup. Right-hand layup is home. Owen Thomas into double figures. He's got 11, and the lead is 10. 47-37. Here come the Wolverines down by 10 with 40 seconds to go. Wegener pulls up from 15. It's good. 9 points for Wegener. Back to an 8-point game. 30 seconds to go in the third. Falcons will slow it down. 23 on the timer. Thomas makes his way through a double team. Now gets it to Mackey. Back to Thomas. Defended by Wegener. Owen Thomas over to Gavin Thomas. 13 on the timer. Gavin drives in just a bit, kicks it out to Mackey. Mackey now over to Josh Hahn. 9 on the timer for Owen Thomas at the right wing. Stepping in, working in on Sullivan. It's poked free by Sullivan. Here comes Wegener in transition. 3 on the timer. Left-hand layup is up and in. Just about at the buzzer for the Wolverines. A.J. Wegener goes coast to coast with the big bucket. Big points there, 47-41. We head to the fourth quarter after these messages. Been a fun one so far tonight between the Falcons and the Wolverines. And after 3, AP leads it 47-41. Falcons started that third quarter on an 8-0 run. Wolverines ended on a 4-0 run. But the bad news for DNH is that at the beginning of that 4-0 run, the Falcons led it by 10. So just a 6-point lead right now for AP. We begin the fourth quarter. Into Josh Hahn from the hands of Owen Thomas. Thomas brings it up for the AP Falcons, who lead it by 6, 47-41. Work to the left now over to Gavin Thomas. Thomas floats it in to Christian Hogstad near the top of the key. Hogstad driving in on Eichenberg. Bounce pass into Josh Hahn. Right-hand layup is there. Hahn with 6 points on the night, and the Falcons lead it by 8, 49-41. Wolverines not in panic mode just yet, but could get there soon. They trail it by 8. Wegener from the right wing, now to Waters. Waters near the top of the key, over to Moore, and now to Sullivan. Sullivan's had a very quiet second half, had all 15 of his points in the first half. 49-41. Wegener hands it off to Moore at the right side. Eichenberg puts a screen in. Now a backwards pass into Moore. That one a little bit off target from Sullivan. Now it's Wegener. Thought about a three. Drives in on the defense. Now to Moore. Top of the key. He tees up a three. This one is good. Nathan Moore gives the basket to the Wolverines that they need. 49-44. 5-point game. Seven minutes to go in the game. Owen Thomas, cross-court pass to Hempen to answer from three. It's good. Hempen swirls this one in. He's got 13 just off the team high, 14 that belongs to Gavin Thomas. Falcons' outside shooting has been the difference in tonight's game, 52-44. Sullivan drives in, 10-footer, no good, but a foul. 2 shots coming for Landon Sullivan, and an opportunity now for his first points of the second half. Second foul of the night going on Gavin Thomas, and the team's fourth. 52-44. It is a 8-point game right now. Sullivan tees up the first. It is off the mark, no good, and the Wolverines have had a uncharacteristic tough night at the foul line. Make 73% of their shots normally at the charity stripe. Well underneath that tonight. Sullivan makes the second. 16 points for the senior. 52-45, 7-point game. Here comes Owen Thomas into the front court, challenged by Moore out front. Bracketed now by a couple defenders. Over to Garrett Hempen. Another three on the way for the sophomore. It is no good. Hogstad looking for the follow. They're going to get an over and back foul going on Sullivan, as Hogstad had 3 defenders around him. Stays tall there and picks up the foul. That is going to be team foul number 3 on the Wolverines, and the third on Landon Sullivan. 52-45, lead stays at 7. Owen Thomas looking for somebody to get it into. It's in the corner to Gavin. Gavin in the right corner, works it back out front. Now over to Owen Thomas, right in front of the Falcon bench. Back to Gavin, top of the key. Another three for the freshman. This is good. Gavin Thomas has been nothing but ice cold tonight. 17 points for him. The lead is back to 10, 55-45. Was cut to 5 just moments ago. Wegener at the right wing. Works in, mid-range jumper on its way, no good. Rebound for Hogstad. Here come the Falcons with the ball and a 10-point lead, 5:55 to play. Gavin Thomas out to Owen. Owen picks up a screen from Hogstad, drives to the cup. He is stripped of the ball, and there's 2 shots coming as Eichenberg the guilty party. (55-45), 10-point advantage for the Falcons, and it could grow here as Owen Thomas, one of the better free throw shooters on the team, sends the first one on its way. It is off the mark, no good. High bounce off the rim, straight up in the air and off the right side. Jensen in, Eichenberg out. 5 on the floor for both teams. Owen and Gavin Thomas, Hahn, Hogstad, and Hempen for the Wolverines. Second on the way for Thomas, that's good. 12 points for Owen Thomas, 5 on the floor for the Wolverines. Quickly here, it's Jensen, Sullivan, Wegener, as well as Waters and Moore. Sullivan driving in, kick out to Waters. Lost the handle for a moment, shovels it over to Jensen in the left corner. Jensen out front to Wegener. Wolverines need to heat up in a hurry here as Waters tees up a three. It's good, just what the doctor ordered there for Zach Waters. 8 points. Lead is down to 8, 56-48. Moments ago was the biggest lead of the game for the Falcons at 11. Owen Thomas driving in, a little out of control, and that will be an offensive foul as Thomas bowled over Jensen on his way to the basket. 56-48. Wolverines looking to make a run here. 5:15 to go in the game. Trailing it by 8 points. 56-48. Wegener holds it out front. Wegener now into a cutting Waters. Waters on his way in. Scoop shot's good. What a basket for Waters. He's into double figures with 10, and the lead's trimmed down to 6. 5-0 run for the Wolverines in a hurry. Into Hempen in the backcourt. Wolverines pressuring in this backcourt, putting a hand on Hempen, taken away by Wegener. Wegener's all alone, puts it up, jams it home, and the Wolverines are back within 4. It's 56-52. A.J. Wegener skies for the emphatic dunk, and we've got a full timeout on the floor. 56-52. My goodness, what a quick run. A 7-0 run for the Wolverines. Back in 60 seconds on 98.9 KQCR. What a game, Hunter. What a game. Out of the full timeout for the Falcons. Wolverines on a tremendous 7-0 run. Owen Thomas brings it into the front court under 5 minutes to go in another great chapter of this rivalry. 56-52 your score. Jeff Ramin back here with you in Parkersburg. Owen Thomas to Gavin Thomas, pressured by Wegener and Waters out front respectively. Gavin holds between the circles, bounces to Hogstad right of the top of the key. Now it's Gavin out front to Cooper Hoff. Almost lost the handle, got it back. Hoff hands it off to Owen Thomas with his back to the basket. Pressured here by Wegener, swings it over and gives it to Hahn at the top of the key. Hahn drives to his right before getting it back to Owen. 4:15 to go. It is a 4-point game, 56-52. Owen Thomas from the right wing. Now to Hogstad into the left corner. It's Cooper Hoff. Hoff fakes a pass inside, gets it out to Hogstad. Hogstad goes in, blocked from behind, but a foul is the call. And Hogstad will head to the line to shoot 2. Foul will be called on Cale Jensen. Check that. It'll actually be called on A.J. Wegener, his third. A couple different bodies there contacting Hogstad on his way in. Hogstad with 8 points so far in tonight's game, and he misses the first. Lead will stay at 4. 56-52. Hoff comes out. Hempen comes back in for AP. Second shot coming for Christian Hogstad, the junior. He's got 8 tonight, and it's on its way. This one is also no good. Falls off the right side. Wolverines a big possession here. They trail it by 4 with 4 minutes to go. Waters bounces it to Wegener. Wegener between the circles. Now over to Moore left side. Moore to Sullivan. Sullivan a quiet second half. He's got 16 points in the game. Into the corner, it's Wegener. Wegener working in on Josh Hahn. Little athletic mismatch here. Turned away by Hahn at the basket. Now out to Waters and Wegener out front. Wegener over to Nathan Moore. Tees up a 3 near the top of the key. This one's off the mark. No good. Offensive rebound for Sullivan. Putback's there and 1! Landon Sullivan, the putback and 1. Count the basket for the senior. He's heading to the line again. He's got 18. And the foul called against the Falcons will go against Gavin Thomas, his third. It's a 2-point game. Opportunity to be a 1-point game here if Sullivan can make this one. Falcons led it 56-45, and since then, it is a 9-0 run and now a 10-0 run for the Wolverines. Pressure in the backcourt still being delivered by DNH. They back off as Owen Thomas walks it across. 3:20 to go in the game. Thomas works to his right, pressured by Moore. Owen in some trouble, looking for some help, throws it across to Garrett Hempen. 3:15 to go, 56-55. Falcons lead it by 1. Owen Thomas right of center, now into the right corner. Thomas looking for some help. This one swatted out of bounds. Eichenberg can't save it as Thomas was looking for Hogstad under the basket. Eichenberg all over it. 3:09 to go in the game. Falcons lead at 56-55. Owen Thomas to inbound from underneath the Wolverine basket. Gets it into Christian Hogstad in the corner. What's the call here? It's going to be a travel. Christian Hogstad took one too many steps with it, and a turnover for the AP Falcons at a crucial moment. 56-55. They led it by 11 not too long ago in the ball game, and they lead it by just 1 now with 3 minutes to go. Wegener out front. We got a timeout on the floor, just a 30-second timeout for the Wolverines. We will keep it here. 56-55 your score. As we said a moment ago, not too long ago in the game, the Falcons led it 56-45, and you thought the Wolverines might be buried at that point, but a 10-0 run. 10-0 run for the Wolverines has the game a 1-point game with 2:59 to go. 56-55 is the score. Lead scorers for both sides. Gavin Thomas has been fantastic, particularly from outside. He's got 17 points and 19 points for DNH's Landon Sullivan to lead the way. Wolverines have possession of the ball, 5 on the floor. It's Moore, Wegener, Eichenberg, Sullivan, and Waters. And for the Falcons, it'll be Hahn, Mackey, Owen Thomas, Gavin Thomas, and Garrett Hempen. 1-point lead for the Falcons. Wolverines have possession. It's bounced into Wegener, who holds it and works to his left between the circles. Picks up a couple screens, still works to his left, being guarded by Jaden Mackey. Out to Zach Waters. Eichenberg pulls up, mid-range jumper. It's no good. Fighting for the offensive board. This is last touched off of the AP Falcons. Call is going off of Josh Hahn. Basketball stays with the Wolverines. 56-55, 2:44 to go. 1-point game, Falcons in front. Waters claps his hand to the ball, inbounding from underneath the Falcon basket. Looking for some movement and some help. Getting awfully close here. Floats it out front to Sullivan between the circles. 2:40 to go. Sullivan working in on Gavin Thomas. Pulls up from 10 feet, lets it fly, it's in. And the lead is the Wolverines. A 12-0 run for DNH. They lead it 57-56. 2.5 to go. Gavin Thomas picks up a screen from Hahn. Now over to Jaden Mackey. Mackey over to Hempen. Hempen at the left wing. Drives in on the defense. Back out to Mackey, top of the key. Mackey back to Hempen, left of center. Hempen, good move towards the basket. Kicks out for 3 for Owen Thomas. It is no good. The rebound fought for and secured by Sullivan, and a foul will be delivered by Josh Hahn. Tough turn of events as Sullivan gets inside positioning on the big, and he will head to the line to shoot a 1-and-1. Hahn picks up his third, and Sullivan, we mentioned pregame, early in the game, a guy who plays well beyond his size, and that's just perfect example there. Sullivan a 1-and-1, lets it go, it's good. 22 points for Landon Sullivan and a 2-point lead for the Wolverines on the road. Second free throw coming for Landon Sullivan is on its way. It's also good. 23 points, 59-56 is the score. Gavin Thomas and the Falcons now playing catch-up in the ball game. Have had a very long scoreless streak in this one. Gavin Thomas over to Garrett Hempen at the left wing. Hempen to Owen Thomas, top of the key. Driving in on the defense, puts up a shot, no good. Rebound for Landon Sullivan. Here come the Wolverines with a 3-point lead with 1:50 to go. Moore throws it into Eichenberg, puts it up and in. What a play for Brewer Eichenberg. Coach Moore was screaming for his team to hold it. They attack the basket, and Eichenberg gets the foul, gets the bucket to go, and it is a 5-point lead. We have a 30-second timeout for the Falcons, 61-56. This will actually be stretched to a full. They are out of 30-second timeout, so we'll step aside for our final break of game action. 60-second timeout, 61-56 the score. Falcons trail it by 5 at home to DNH on 98.9 KQCR. Goodness. How much is left in this ad? Can you take the bump out for me? Thanks. Jeff Ramin back here with you in Parkersburg. Gavin Thomas, a 3 out of the timeout, does not go. 1:30 to go, and the Wolverines' lead is 5. with the basketball. Pressure in the front court now as it's into Waters. He tees up a three, and this one's no good. Rebound for Nathan Moore. Moore tries to get it out. He does get it out to Wegener. 5-point lead with 70 seconds to go. Wegener over to Landon Sullivan. Sullivan bounces to Moore at the left wing. Moore in some trouble, pressured right in front of the bench here, and a timeout for DNH. Minute 5 to go, and another full timeout, but we told you we would keep it here the rest of the way, and that is just what we're going to do. 61-56 is your score. Josh Hahn set to come in with the Falcons, but right now, extraordinary run for the DNH Wolverines. Got to say it, on the road, hostile environment and a rivalry. They are on a 16-0 run against the AP Falcons. AP led it 56-45. Their biggest lead of the game was 11 at that point, and since then it has been all DNH. The shots have dried up from outside for the Falcons as they look to get something cooking here. DNH had to burn a timeout because their player in the corner, Nathan Moore, was in trouble. But it is a 16-0 run right now for the DNH Wolverines on the road with just 65 seconds to go. 61-56 is your score. 1:05 on the clock. We take you through the leading scores now. First for the Falcons, 17 points for Gavin Thomas, 13 for Hempen, and 12 for Owen Thomas. For the Wolverines, 23 for Landon Sullivan, 13 for A.J. Wegener, and 10 for Zach Waters. (61-56). It'll be Nathan Moore to inbound the basketball in front of his own bench. 5-point lead right now. Tries to get it in. It's going to be loose on the floor, and we have a possession awarded to the Falcons. Garrett Hempen got the basketball and the steal, and a timeout quickly burned for AP. And a 30-second timeout. 61-56 is your score. The Falcons get it right back, and that's a tough turnover at this juncture for DNH right out of a timeout that they took. It's into the hands of Hempen, who takes it away for the Falcons. 61-56 with 1:03 to go in the game. 1:03 to go. Wolverines go set up on defense. 5 on the floor for them. Eichenberg, Moore, Waters, Wegener, and Sullivan. For the Falcons, it's Owen Thomas, Gavin Thomas, Hogstad, Hahn, and Garrett Hempen. 1:03 to go. Owen Thomas set to inbound the basketball. Throws it into the backcourt to Garrett Hempen. Falcons down by 5. 1 minute even to go. Garrett Hempen hands it off to Gavin Thomas. Gavin Thomas floats it in to Christian Hogstad. Drives in on the defense. Has it poked free. Regathers. Puts it up. It's blocked by Eichenberg and taken away by the Wolverines. Here comes DNH, and a hard foul here by Hahn. And Hahn delivers a foul on A.J. Wegener. And Hahn picks up his 4th. 61-56, and this will send A.J. Wegener to the line after the tough hit from Hahn. 5-point lead for the Wolverines, and a big opportunity to make this a 3-possession game. First front end of a 1-and-1 for Wegener is good. (62-56). It's a 6-point lead for the Wolverines. Tremendous block on the other end for Brewer Eichenberg of Christian Hogstad. Kudos to Hogstad for muscling his way far enough in to get the shot up. Second one on the way for Wegener is no good. Still a 2-possession game. 45 seconds to go. 62-56. Here come the Falcons. Owen Thomas looking to go coast to coast. Puts the shot up, no good, but a foul delivered before the shot. And this might go as Eichenberg. It will not. It'll go as Nathan Moore's 4th. 62-56, 6-point game. Owen Thomas to the corner. It's Hempen. Baseline drive. Float shot is not going to go in, but the rebound is covered by the Falcons. Gavin Thomas over to Owen. Now the corner. Hempen for 3. It is no good again. Rebound for Hogstad. He lost it to the floor. Up for grabs. It's going to be a jump ball. Has several hands in there all at the same time. What's the call? As the possession arrow goes to the Wolverines. Late call there as things were getting a little chippy on the floor. And we've got a timeout on the floor after a lot of confusion here. It's a full timeout again. We'll keep it here the rest of the way. 62-56 your score with 26.5 seconds to go. DNH leads it by 6. 62-56. Tough one moments ago. It's a couple offensive boards for the Falcons, but unable to get a good shot up. And there has been the biggest lid of lids on the basket for the Falcons down the stretch of this contest. They led it again, 56-45, and since that moment have not scored again. And the Wolverines have scored 17 in a row, 62-56 is the new score. Another thrilling chapter of this rivalry. This one always is tense, and just when you think one team is out of it, they never are. Wolverines trailed it by 11 and now hold a 6-point lead with 26 and a half seconds to go, and DNH has the basketball. There's the horn for return to play. It'll be Cale Jensen to inbound the basketball for the Wolverines. Falcons in a full court press, and we'll see what happens here. 26 and a half to go. Jensen to inbound the basketball. Claps his hand to the ball, looking for some movement. Now we'll throw it into Nathan Moore in the corner. Moore will be fouled, and he will head to the line, and that might be 5 on Hahn. They actually get it on Hempen instead, I believe. Maybe Hoff, actually. It actually will be Hahn, so Hahn is fouled out of the ballgame. 5 fouls on Hahn, 62-56, and Nathan Moore will shoot a 1-and-1. (62-56) the score. Nathan Moore will shoot a 1-and-1. This is the 9th team foul for the Falcons, so the rest of the way it will be 2 shots. 1-and-1 coming for Nathan Moore. First one is on its way, and it is good. Nathan Moore makes it a 3-possession game, 63-56. Second shot coming for Nathan Moore. 63-56, puts it up, and this one is off the mark, no good, into the hands of Gavin Thomas. Thomas sprints into the front court now for the Falcons, who trail it by 7. Thomas out to Owen Thomas. Owen, cross court over to Switzer, back to Gavin, top of the key. Puts up a 3, it goes in. Gavin Thomas with a big 3, off balance, and that's the first points for the Falcons in a long while, and it comes on an off balance 3 from way downtown for Gavin Thomas. Good looking shot there. 13.3 to go. It's a 4-point game, 63-59, and we've got another full timeout again. We'll keep it here. 4-point game, 63-59. That big 3 from Gavin Thomas is now elevated his total up to 20 points in the game. Gavin Thomas with 20, Landon Sullivan with 23 for the Wolverines. A reminder of what's up next for both of these teams. Wolverines will be on the road at Union on Thursday, home to Columbus Catholic on Friday. And for the Falcons, on the road at Columbus Catholic on Thursday, and a big one here against Denver on Friday. Very, very busy schedule. Upcoming broadcast schedule will carry that AP Columbus Catholic game on Thursday on 98.9. And on Friday, we'll be in Gladbrook for a matchup between the GR Rebels and the AGWSR Cougars. First time we've checked in on the Cougar basketball programs in a little while. 63-59, and congratulations, of course, recent news. Alyssa Hames, now a member of the 1,000 club, 1,000 rebounds, 1,000 points, and could be the all-time leading rebounder by when it's all said and done at AGWSR. Just a couple weeks left of the regular season, but congratulations, stellar career continuing for Alyssa Hames of the Cougars. 63-59, 13.3 to go. DNH in possession of the basketball and a 4-point lead. 63-59, it'll be Cale Jensen to inbound the basketball. Jensen underneath the Falcon basket. Jensen throws it in, football style. It's picked off by Gavin Thomas, who lost it out of bounds. Tough one there, but a tremendous effort for the freshman. But things begin again here. We've got a mid-court press as the players will split and weave right there at that mid-court logo. Eichenberg in and Jensen out. 63-59, and another timeout on the floor, this time for the DNH Wolverines. They lead it by 4, 11 and a half, and this is another full timeout. We'll keep it here. 11 and a half seconds to go. It's a 4-point lead for the Wolverines on the road, 63-59. DNH 13-2 on the season, 10-2 in conference. The Falcons are 14-2 and 11-2 in conference. One of these teams will move down a peg in conference standings. One of them will elevate their way to not necessarily sole possession, but at least a share of the conference lead. Wolverines and the Falcons are both ranked in the latest boys rankings. You can see all those at radioonthego.com under the sports tab. Wolverines are 7th, Falcons are 9th. You have to think if whoever loses this game may drop out. You never know the wins that you can accumulate, and the rankings are released weekly. But again, don't know the destinations in the postseason of either of these teams. We do know potential opponents, but do not know the official destinations or matchups just yet. 63-59 out of the full timeout for the Wolverines. 11.5 seconds to go. Appreciate you being with us on 98.9 KQCR, KQCR stream, or watching on the video stream here at AP. 11.5 seconds to go. Wolverines inbound from the sideline. They throw it in. It's bounced into Sullivan, who will be fouled immediately by Gavin Thomas. 4 fouls now for the freshman. Leading scorer for the Falcons tonight was Gavin Thomas, or is Gavin Thomas with 20. Thomas picks up his 4th. Sullivan tees up the first and puts it in. 24 points for Landon Sullivan. 64-59, 10.5 seconds to go. 5-point game. Sullivan's second attempt here is put up and in. 25 points for Sullivan. Owen Thomas into Hempen. Hempen pressured in the backcourt, 8 on the timer. Hempen ahead quickly out to Owen Thomas. Thomas going straight to the cup, puts up the shot. It is off the mark. Rebound for the Wolverines. It's Wegener, and the game is over. Final score 65-59. The Dike New Hartford Wolverines rally from a big deficit in the second half and come back to win it in upset fashion over the AP Falcons at home in Parkersburg. Your final 65-59. We will take a quick break and be back in just a few moments right here on 98.9 KQCR and online at radioonthego.com. So how many total?